No?
I did get a lot of people mistaking my name for tennis.
Tennis?
Tennis, Candace, Janice. Nobody ever could get my name right. Didn't have any nicknames though.
What about your parents? They call you something?
Well, my mom used to call me Bao Bei.
Bao Bei.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm most proud of this, but I like telling people that I was in the circus when I was, from the time I was 11 to 16.
You were?
Yeah.
What did you do in the circus?
That's my proudest achievement, but it's,
Sure.
I love telling people that.
Right?
What did I do? I did the trapeze and,
Get out.
yeah, all those kind of aerial things. I don't know if this is my first memory or something I watched. It's like on an 8-track. It's just me in white socks and little shoes and a little dress, and I'm singing in Chinese.
For who?
For my parents. I guess apparently I used to love to sing, even though I'm a horrible singer.
This could be you right now.
This could be me,
yeah.
except in a little like kiddie Chinese voice. I like the Main Street area because of Cascade. It's directly across the street, so it's easy for me to go and jump over there and have a cocktail and then stumble home. I like the shopping. Up on 17th, there's a million boutiques and great clothing and a wonderful Ukrainian sausage place there. And it's close to everything. It's central. It's like in between west and east and downtown, so it takes me 10 minutes by bike to get anywhere I want. So I like that. Pork belly, for sure. For sure. Eleanor Chow makes the best pork belly of all time. That fat just melts in your mouth like nothing you've ever experienced before. So I can't give that up, ever. So many bad ones. But pretty much anything that's blue, anything that has lychee liqueur in it, anything that has cranberry juice in it, actually. Obviously, the homelessness, the drug problem. I think that I would really like people to be more friendlier here because I've heard so much that when they move here, it takes them a year, 2 years to find their niche, to be comfortable and find friends. And I guess, and I'm part of that problem. I know I'm kind of unfriendly at first, but then once you warm up to me, I'm really nice and friendly, but it takes me a long time. So I think initially Vancouver people are quite cold and unfriendly, so maybe I'd like to change that. Peaceful restaurant. It's actually on Main in Cambie, just west of Cambie, a couple doors down from Shallon. Shallon's not that good. Failing.
Failing?
Failing. That I'm going to be sitting in an empty restaurant. Nobody's going to be in there. At the end of the day.
Okay.
Well, I recently just went to Nelson for the first time and been thinking about it ever since. I think I would love to just have a house there and just go up there whenever I could. Worked in the Chinese government quite high up and worked with Chiang Kai-shek, and he worked with them up until they had to escape Shanghai and go to Taiwan and escape the revolution. Shambar, the Diamond, and Cascade.
Okay.
Probably this bag, actually, because I'm, in debt, horrifically in debt, and thought that I deserved a $600 bag. When douchebags order Grey Goose and then get mad at me because I don't have it. A guy who comes in and he's wearing a shirt with embroidery on it, or it's striped, and it's tucked into his jeans, and he won't sit down at the bar, he has to stand, and he always wants to order appies, and appies, and he always wants to drink Grey Goose, Jägermeister, and Corona or Kokanee or something, which, you know, at Chambord with a Belgian beer list, it's always like...
Yeah.
I wish I could retain information. Perms.
You got a perm?
Oh yeah.
Was it big?
I had a perm when I was in grade 4, but because my hair is so thick, it never took, so it's like flat here and then like curly at the bottom.
That's awesome.
Probably Kingyo or Phnom Penh. One. Probably when I was in Thailand by myself. It was like my second day there or something, so I was just looking to make friends and met up with this Thai guy who, you know, offered to show me around the island, and ended up going on his scooter to the middle of nowhere, and then got really high, and then he started to come on to me, and I felt really uncomfortable, and I didn't know where I was, and I didn't know how to get back to my place. I made him drive me back to my cabin, and then he started to follow me home, and I told him to like get away, and he just kept following me, and then I started to ran into my cabin, locked the door, and then he circled around my cabin for about an hour, just like calling my name, and and I had a nail. The only weapon I had was a nail clipper with a file, and that's what I was going to defend myself with if he ever got in somehow. My best friend Tamara.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tamara Divine. She had 3 kids in a really short period of time. The third one was a complete surprise.
Yep.
And so she's got 3 kids, all, you know, under 3 years old. So she, you know, every single day she takes care of those kids, and they're crazy. And I don't know how she does it. She still parties too, so it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. That people cared more about where they came from, I guess. Because, I don't know, I see a lot of the Chinese culture here completely rebelling against where they came from and going completely the opposite direction, and forgetting that they're Chinese, pretending they don't like Chinese food, pretending they can't speak Chinese when they can, and I don't know, just in embracing that Western culture that they idealize so much, like the drinking and partying, and not so much, you know, the tradition.
Okay.
Definitely dealing with my own insecurity, like waking up every day and fighting I can't do this, and pushing past that, and just basically pushing past that and just doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Is that I'm finally just going to be happy with what I have. And then once I'm happy with what I have, then I can start helping other people.